Hi everyone, welcome back to Muscular Development. My name is Lauren Lotta and I'm with Emma Hyndman, aka the Posing Pro.
Woo! I'm actually going to bring my own tambourine next time. And I'm going to get you one of those, what are those things called where you just like, they've got...
Xylophone?
Yeah, one of those. So we can do our own jingle. How are you, Lauren?
I'm good, thank you, Emma. How are you?
I'm really well. I feel like the weather has changed. Yes. Summer is done.
Yes.
It's rainy outside, but I kind of don't mind. How do you know?
I like it. I actually do like this kind of year, but I'm a bit nervous for the snow again, just because when it's cold here, it's really cold.
It's real cold because you're not used to that really, are you?
No. So I think this will be the second year that I'm finally, last year was a bit of a shock. It was biting. Mm-hmm. But this year, I think I know what to expect with the tires and driving.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And also around here where you live, it's dangerous on these roads when it's snowy.
Well, we live up a hill, or you have to go up a hill to get out. And
it's hard.
I'm pretty sure we rolled back quite a few times last year. And that was really scary.
We had really bad snow last year as well, didn't we? So that makes it even worse.
Plus a second winter.
Yes. Yep, absolutely. Anyway, so what has been going on with you?
I've been working a lot on Buff and on the tour, which is the main priority for November. Mm-hmm. So I've been collaborating and trying to get more sponsors on board, trying to get prizes for the girls, because for each venue there'll be a main prize winner, and then I've got some additional prizes for other girls.
And this is like a prize draw.
No.
Do you know? How do you get entered into the prize draw?
Well, for the main ones, you have to buy a ticket, and then the winner will be selected at random.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other ladies will also be selected at random for the secondary and tertiary prizes. So we've got items from, for example, Toxic Angel Bikinis, which is Ashley's sponsored bikini company, which is nice.
Oh, amazing.
And then I'll ask Emma eventually.
I will put some prizes in there. We'll do some donuts. We'll maybe do a posing session.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm on board. Sign me up.
So yeah, we're just going to trying to make it as jam-packed as I possibly can. And I'm trying to also give back to every single person that purchases a ticket.
Wow.
So I want every girl to be able to go home with something, because you'll be traveling in and I want to make it special.
And you love to give a good goodie bag.
I do. I really do. I think it's so important to give back and to make sure that you have the best experience possible.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. So let's just have a recap of all of the dates and locations.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're starting off with a Strength Pro Gym here in West Yorkshire. I'm really, really excited. So that's going to be on the 17th of November. And then you guys follow on with 18th of November, which is the next day, which is at Strength Asylum, which is Stoke-on-Trent. And then on the 19th, Ultimate Fitness in Birmingham. 20th, Crayford Weights, which is down in London. And then the final date is the 24th of November in Spain. If you fancy a little road trip.
Yes.
That could have been a really good little trip away, a bit of a training camp. We should think of something like that.
Yeah, we're already on it, but one step at a time with all of this stuff, because I tell you what, the logistics are quite something, but we are getting there, so it's all good.
Well, you are very organised, so I imagine you have it all under control.
Yes.
Yes.
Mostly.
Awesome. So on today's show, what are we going to go for?
So Emma and I are going to give you our Arnold predictions for both the US, and we're also going to highlight some of the British athletes again that are going to compete at the UK Arnolds.
Yes.
Because the US Arnolds will take place next week in Ohio, Columbus on the 25th of September. And then we've got the UK Arnolds from the 1st to the 3rd of October in Birmingham, NEC.
Yes.
Big stuff.
Super exciting. Really exciting. So should we kickstart with the one coming up, the next one in America?
Okay, so this is the big one.
The biggie.
And just so that you guys know, you cannot take part in an Arnold unless you've been specially invited. And there's only 2 female categories, bikini and fitness. And there's only 10 ladies in each category. So it's really prestigious and it's such an honor.
It's like I was going to say, it's such an honor if you get invited. So how do you get invited? Do you know? What's the requirements? How do they select?
I'm not entirely sure, but I just think you have to be an incredible like top athlete to be able to get there. So all the ladies that are competing, you know, they've either won or they've had really good top placings in the past.
Yeah.
And then it's not uncommon to be re-invited back if you carry on, you know, placing quite well.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Lovely. Shall we dive in?
Absolutely. So we're going to do bikini first, and let's just go straight to the bikini in the Arnolds. So this is actually fitness. We'll go to the other one. We'll come back to fitness. Okay, but bikini, there's 10 ladies. So Romina.
Oh, what a lineup. And this really gets you going for the Olympia.
Yes.
So it gives you a little bit of a taste of what we're in for. It's definitely, like you said, those the top athletes that have really had some fantastic placings, which is great. I like on here that they show underneath the history of each athlete and kind of how they've placed. At previous Arnold shows, is that right? Underneath the previous placings that they've had.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for example, Ashley's won 2014 and 2015 Arnold in bikini. We've got some newcomers this year, being Jordan Lee.
I really like her.
And we've got Gabriela Messiah, I think from from Brazil. Also her debut, as well as Jasmine Gonzalez. But this is your lineup of ladies, and Elisa Pacini actually won the 2020 Arnold, so she'll be here to defend her title.
Oh, yes.
So I'm excited to see what she looks like. And Issa's obviously qualified for Olympia. Brina unfortunately just missed it. Ashley Kaltwasser is qualified. Romina won the New York Pro this year, so she's qualified. Laurelie Chapadas won this past weekend. And I can't remember, I think Chicago. And then we've also got Jen Dory, who also won quite recently, so they're qualified too.
Yes.
So incredible.
Awesome. So exciting. So who've we got? Let's just scroll back down, because I just want to touch on actually when at last year's Arnold, if we just keep scrolling down for me all the way to the bottom. So we had Elisa. She won last year. So then everyone really thought that was the look that they were going to go for at the Olympia. And then we ended up with a completely different look for the winner. So I think that's just a really good example of just making sure you bring your best package to the stage and you kind of bring a posing style that works best for you, because it's not always best just to follow suit, is it?
No, absolutely not. But I will be a little bit naughty here and say that I think Elisa looked much better at Arnold's 2020 compared to the Olympia. I don't know, because this was just before COVID hit.
Right,
she didn't have access to training at all.
Okay.
So I thought the Arnold's look was amazing. And then they just, like you said, they did go for something completely different for Olympia, which was Janet. So tall and long and just model.
That Victoria's Secrets model look.
Yeah. So really, really quite something quite different. But I'm excited to see if
it'll be exciting to see who wins the Arnolds, and then who wins the Olympia.
Absolutely. But
so exciting.
I'm going to ask you a tough question. I'm going to say, who is in your top 5 for Arnold's? Because this one, there's only 10 ladies and only 5 can place. So.
Okay, so can we just scroll back up for me,
absolutely,
please? So I'm going to go, my top 5 obviously is going to be, Ashley's in there.
Yes.
I like Jordan. She's a wild card for me. She's new. I really like her shape, and I've been watching a lot of her on socials as well. Laurelie, obviously, she's just absolute goals. Jen Dory, do you know, she's been in the game for a little while. Lovely physique. So how many is that? Is that 4? And then Elisa, that would be in my top 5.
Right. So let's go to some of these ladies' Instagram accounts.
Yes.
And let's go to Ashley's first, because not only are we doing tour and Ashley's coming over, but we got to give Ashley more love. We got to
give her. Do you know what? She deserves all of the love, because she's just a force to be reckoned with.
Yes.
How many? I've lost count of how many pro wins. Like, I knew when it got to 30, but now I'm like, how many?
30.
Oh, so it is 30 now?
So she's stopped. I don't know if she'll be competing next week, and then I'm hoping that she'll win other shows just before she comes out.
I know, right? Yeah.
Like, I'm putting it out there, but like, look, Ashley, I hope you win the Olympia.
win the Olympia.
Or the Arnold. I'm really hoping.
Yeah. So I think, in all honesty, it's going to be tight between Ashley and Lauralee.
I was going to say.
In my opinion. They're just flipping between them. Obviously, Lauralee won the past weekend.
Yes.
So, but it can change. That doesn't mean that she's going to win the Arnold. It doesn't mean she's going to win the Olympia.
I feel like Lauralee was really disappointed with her placing at the Olympia, and she's come back with a vengeance this year.
She's like stellar focused, isn't she?
Yes. And then just like, this is the show that blew everyone away.
The comeback show.
Yeah. And now going into Arnold and now Olympia. But I agree with you. I think top two for me is going to be between Lauralee and Ashley.
If you have to call it.
Oh, if I call it, I'd want Lauralee to win Arnold and I want Ashley to win the Olympia. But I have reasons.
Like it. Okay.
No,
I
but
like it.
I think, like, for me, Ashley is a good embodiment of bikini right now.
I just don't know. For me, for balance and proportions, like, obviously Lauralee's ass is amazing. But it's very dominant, isn't it? So if we're going on, we are going on that criteria, which is obviously a bodybuilding criteria. Yeah. It's just for the bikini category. Just look at those glutes go. She
really worked them this year. Let's put it that way. But I know what you mean. I do think
she's like
very glute dominant.
Very glute dominant. But does that matter anymore? Does that matter in bikini? Like, or do they really still want the balance and the symmetry?
I think it will always come down to, it's an aesthetic sport, so I think it will always come down to a balance, and it must come down to that look, that structure.
Yeah.
So
if that's the case, then I would probably go with Ashley.
With Ashley, well.
Yeah, because. But it'll be interesting to see this weekend. In a couple of, who knows?
But we'll quickly go on to the three others. You said Elisa, because Elisa did win last year. So I have to include her because she's going to be defending her title. And again, I feel like Isa was also very disappointed with her sixth place win at the Olympia. And like Lauralee, she's just sort of come back really with a vengeance this year. Like, the girls are really putting the work this year. So, she looks beautiful.
She does. She's just got such a specific frame, hasn't she?
She's very tiny.
She's teeny tiny, but she's got like her lats run really low into her waist. So it gives her, she's just gorgeous. It gives her a real, like, that upside down triangle right into the waist, where some of the girls, their lats run a little bit higher.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That does.
So when she does that front pose, although I have noticed she is posing a little bit softer through the upper body in that front pose. So we shall see.
Not to mention, but Isa has like the freakiest bikini waist of all.
Her waist is tiny.
Like, really tiny. So like, I think that's, that
plays a huge part as well. Having that small waist just gives the structure to the overall frame.
Definitely.
Which is something that's really important. But you know what I do sometimes wonder as well with the bikini girls, or maybe at this level it just becomes part of their structure and their genetics. Because obviously when you get really tight through the midsection condition wise, it can become very dry through the midsection. But we don't get that so much on stage with the bikini girls that we see in the pro lineup. Maybe it's just because we watch it on video footage, and in person it would be different. But I'm just like wondering, how do they not get like super dry over the midsection?
I don't know, but I feel like for bikini they shouldn't be like that.
No, they shouldn't. But in order to get that lean and to get the waist that small,
I don't know, maybe they're doing something different. Do you think it's
a structural thing?
Could be a structural thing. Or I was talking to somebody recently about the coaching and the differences between coaches here in the US, and they just do something really different. And I need to get another US. I want to get Kimado on.
What do they do?
I don't know, but it's a secret. And the girls come in fuller, but they still look really conditioned. Whereas I find here sometimes the girls can look really hard, really vascular,
yeah,
and almost
a little bit too dry. Yes, this is what I mean. Like they've got that. It's almost like a really small layer of water.
Yes.
Over the muscle.
But I don't know what it is, because the ladies in the US also, their faces just look so much more healthier.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's
maybe it's something they take to help with that.
I need to know.
We need to know. I just want that in everyday life.
But I definitely find like here in everyday life. Yes, bring it out as a bikini beauty product.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yes, and then
who else do we have?
We got Jennifer Dory in, I think, top 5 as well.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
I think she's been putting in the work too. She's been a little bit more quiet, but she's so pretty.
They're all gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
See, just that level of condition, like it's just how it needs to be. Perfect.
And I feel like this is achievable for bikini. You know, I really do. So I think that looks like okay.
She looks like a bikini girl.
Yes, she does.
You know, they all do, to be honest. They don't look too hard. They don't look over dieted.
Oh.
It's like a bikini glow.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then the last lady is your dark horse pick? Or?
Yeah.
It is?
Oh, yeah. Jourdain.
So how did you discover Jourdain?
Actually, I think we saw her. We critiqued one of the pro shows.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I just came across her on there. And then she started popping up more and more, like algorithms. Once I mentioned her name, Instagram just started showing her to me more and more. So I've just been kind of watching her from afar. I like her shape. She's got that really natural overall bikini look. So she's got the frame and the structure. So yeah, we will see.
So good luck to all of the ladies competing at Arnold's in bikini.
Yeah.
So Elisa, Gabriella, Ashley, Jourdain, Priscilla, Brianna, Jasmine, Jen, Loralee, and Ramina.
Woo!
And just
super excited.
Yeah, good luck.
Yes.
And now sort of onto fitness.
Yes.
Okay, so
in our fitness division, who do we have? So just as a recap, at the Arnolds, they only do bikini and fitness. We still don't know the answer why there's no other female categories, do we? Do we know the answer?
I can't remember. I think there might be a reason, but I just know that it's just 4 categories: Arnold Classic, Physique, Fitness, and Bikini. But I can't remember why.
Okay, cool. So who do we have?
So in this year's Arnold Classic, we've got Jacqueline Baker, Darian Borrello, Amanda Ciani, Oksana Grishina.
Look at Oksana's fitness history.
She's been around. Nina Pohati, Ariel Kadar, Sally Kendall Williams, Whitney Jones, and Missy Truscott, and Ulrika Tigergale.
You do so well at pronouncing those names. That's why I just go silent there and hand it over to you.
But yes, huge. And Emma.
What a lineup. What a lineup. There's a few newbies in there, which is always exciting to see. Obviously for me, there's like clear, prominent top 5 in there for me. Obviously, Whitney Jones, Mina's really great. Ariel, she's also fantastic. And who else do we have? Oksana, of course. So there's just a fantastic lineup there. So do I remember rightly that at one point Oksana had retired and now she's back?
Yes, so she actually retired back in 2019 and 18, I think, and then she came back for 2020 Olympia. Yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see. It's a fantastic category. Who would your top 5 be?
For me, it's going to be Oksana, Missy, Whitney, Ariel, and Mina, yeah. I feel obviously for me, it's going to be Missy for the top spot. Oh my goodness.
I'm putting it out there.
Maybe Oksana will win, because I don't know, because like I'm looking at Olympia too. I'm going to go the opposite to Emma and say Oksana might win this one.
Only because when we watched Oksana at last year's Olympia, this in comparison to Missy, she just didn't have the same structure and figure. Whereas for me, Missy ticks all of the boxes.
Yeah,
all of them. So I am backing that horse for Arnold's and the Olympia. Okay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with Oksana for the win for Arnold's this year.
Yeah.
Because I think she's going to bring something really cool again.
She's obviously going to bring, you know, an insane routine. She's just fantastic. She's such a fantastic gymnast and athlete. So I definitely don't dispute that the routine's going to be sensational.
She's very graceful.
She just, she does have that grace and fluidity of a dancer.
Yes.
Which we love.
Oh, I think she was in point shoes.
Oh, we love her.
See, now that's a nice photo shoot.
It is beautiful. So yeah, but it'll be exciting to watch. It without a doubt, it will be a show not to be missed. So we're really excited for that.
Oh my.
Yeah, and she, you know, she brings condition.
She does like a 10-pack. Is that 8 or 10?
I don't know. There's a lot of packs in there though.
Oh my God.
She's sensational.
But yeah.
But that will be exciting to see. So if you got a wild card in the fitness category?
Yes. So I think Ariel, well, I don't know if this is a wild card so much, but I do think Ariel will be in the top 5, but I'm not sure where she'll place within the top 5, if that makes sense. But she's very pretty.
She is.
I think she's just looking for one of those wins now, you know? She's been in the fitness industry for quite a while.
She has.
And I feel like she's always just kind of missed first place.
Okay.
Maybe not in a pro show, but for example, in the bigger, like the Arnolds and the Olympias. But one day.
Beautiful muscle density.
Her time is coming. I do feel like her time is coming.
And that's the thing as well with competing. Timing plays a huge part. Look at her abs as well.
It's an 8-pack.
Oh, they're just sensational. We love them. But your placing has a lot to do with timing, and there can be so many variables, can't there? Yeah. I mean, one of them can just be that at that moment in time, there's just people that are just better than you on stage. And also just getting better as an athlete. And I think the longer you're in this sport, the more you just perfect your physique, your craft. And let's not forget, it's called bodybuilding for a reason. So we just, we continue to progress and just improve on our weaknesses, which always feels like never ending when you're an athlete. There's always something to improve on, to fix. But she's got a nice frame. Got a nice frame. So yes, we will be watching out for Ariel as well.
I'll quickly go to like Missy and other ladies.
Yeah, let's have a look at Missy.
So unfortunately for Missy, John Meadows did pass away over the last few weeks. So she is, I'm not sure if she's got another coach that's looking after her, but she seems to be very fueled by it and doing it in his honor. Which is really admirable. It's difficult, you know. Imagine being in the thick of your prep. Oh, hang on, sorry guys.
Decline that.
I'm just gonna
decline it and text her.
I'm just
sorry about that. That is our next interview. She is nice and early.
I'll just quickly
drop her a little message. But as I was saying there, it's really admirable, you know, as an athlete, when you're in the thick of your prep and you experience something like that, because it's an emotional effect, but it's physical as well. And the fact that it's not just, you know, Missy's friend, it's also her coach as well. So we are definitely rooting for you. And if it's any time to dig deep, it's now, isn't it? Yeah. And he seemed just to be just a great support to so many athletes.
Yes.
You know, I know Terence Ruffin was extremely close to them as well, and it's just such a loss to the industry.
Yes.
But yeah, hopefully I'm sure they'll all do him very, very proud when they step on stage.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
And then
should we have a little look at Mina or Whitney?
Let's go to Whitney, because Whitney did win the 2018 Arnold. So. Yes.
She's a previous winner. She always brings it, doesn't she?
She does.
She absolutely does. Sorry. She's awesome. So much energy. She's such a boss. Like she, you know, has a son, and
What are those
she
things?
said, and she, oh, what has she got going on there?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of
Glute
athletes with
activation
those on at the moment, and I'm like, where do I get these?
Oh,
So if they work and you can just sit down.
oh,
be
fantastic!
Very,
I'm down for that. Well, I did try a little bit of this, but I had to go to a clinic, and they put these pads on any body part, but I had them on the glutes just to see if it helped with activation, and they claimed that your glutes would grow afterwards.
Oh. So you can do it
I'm still
before and
waiting.
after.
But I'm one of those people, I'll try anything once to see if it works. I know what I actually discovered was I think it would help someone who has never trained before, because it stimulates. And I think someone like us who trains and you've got a level of muscle development there already, good for activation.
Oh.
That would be, it's not going to grow you some big wellness
Laurely,
glutes.
yeah.
No Laurely glutes, unfortunately. But anyway.
And then our last lady is Mina.
Yeah.
And this will be her Arnold debut.
Oh, exciting. So we've kind of watched Mina go from, obviously originally she's always been fitness. And then we watched her cross over into wellness very quickly. And I think she decided that fitness was definitely for her.
Yes.
So we are really happy to see her back in the fitness lineup. And yeah, so it'll be an interesting lineup.
So you guys, that is our top 5 Arnold US prediction.
Yes.
Just so that we don't forget, make sure that you go check out the Arnold US, and if you can watch it, watch it. And then also to bring you back over to our side of the world in the UK, don't forget to check out Arnold Sports UK.
Yes.
Because apparently this is supposed to be quite big. So
yeah, it's a big expo, isn't it? It's going to be a huge event, which is, like you said, held in Birmingham. There's not just bodybuilding on there. There's all sorts of different sports, powerlifting, strongman. There's lots of boxing champions, lots of different individuals there. So whatever you're into fitness wise, it seems like it's going to be a fantastic event.
Yes.
We unfortunately won't be there, but we're super excited to see how it all goes. And we've got quite a few UK athletes?
So we have mentioned them before, but we're going to quickly run through them. We've got Phoebe Hagen, who's been invited for Bikini.
She's on her way over from, I think she's heading to Vegas and then coming over to the UK.
I will say, I think this is Phoebe's year. I think
she looks good.
I think this is her win. I'm going to be surprised because I'm really following her.
Yeah. Are you backing her to win the UK Arnolds?
Yes, absolutely. I really am.
Ooh, exciting.
I really am. I've just sort of been watching, and I watch a lot, you guys. So I really do. I think it's your time.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then it will be very soon.
She's just, she's really growing into this sport.
Yeah.
We've always known the potential with Phoebe. She's, I feel like she's really fine-tuned her physique to what they want in the criteria at the moment, and she's just going from strength. Oh wow! Yeah, she's worked hard.
Yes, so I just definitely think that this is her time, and she's got a very similar frame to me, like a little bit like Laura Lee at the moment.
Yeah.
So if that's what's winning in the US, then maybe Phoebe, you need to move to the US instead of move to Dubai.
Come on, girl. Yes.
But that's what I just feel at the moment.
I like it.
So yes,
exciting.
And then we got Kamara in fitness.
Yes, we have. I've had Kamara in the studio. We've been working on her fitness routine. We really want to bring something that ticks all of the boxes. So it's got the presentation. It's got the gymnastic element in there. So we've been fine tuning that. She looks insane. Her physique is incredible. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to see Kamara do what she's going to do. But we've been documenting all of her routine sessions.
Good.
And we've got some good fitness girls in the UK at the moment.
I'm so happy
which
about
is exciting.
And they look the part now as well, which is great.
Yeah, they do.
Then I've got 2 other names. I've got Jade Kelsey.
Yes.
IFBB Bikini Pro.
Yeah.
She looks good. I know she's had some issues with the COVID stuff and
the
jabs.
Yeah. So she was poorly for quite a little while. Jade has epilepsy, had both of the jabs and had really bad reactions because it completely wiped out her meds. But you know, she persevered with prep. I do know she was advised to maybe stop prep, but she's very, very determined. And I think the fact that, you know, you only get for some people, you only get one opportunity to get on that Arnold stage. She's been invited, so she's really been focused on getting to that stage. So we had a studio session about 6 weeks ago. She looks good, and she just needed just a few little tweaks on her presentation, which she's done. So she looks awesome. I'm excited to see her on stage as well.
Yes, I am, especially after this year.
Yeah.
And then last lady, I'm going to say Petra again, because I know Petra I've never seen Petra ever. Like, you know how we talk about being dry? Well, she really gets into condition.
She does, yeah.
And it was something else for Bikini, and I've never seen a Bikini transformation go.
This is what I mean. Like, you know, when we were just saying...
Petra, no underwear. Petra...
you know, this is what we were saying. It's finding the balance of how you bring that level of condition, but it's not that deep and that's striated. So yeah, we definitely need to get some more US coaches on and just see what are they doing with their American bikini girls.
But yeah, we
want to know. But she brings a lot of condition,
and she's had a huge transformation from. So it's possible. You just have to put in the work and just go for it.
Absolutely.
This is a woman that really believes in herself. I really admire that quality.
I love that. Amazing. And so you should, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So you guys, that is the US, Arnold and UK overview.
Yeah.
We hope that you enjoyed it.
Yes. We're super excited to see what comes out of this weekend, and then obviously the Arnold UK in a couple of weeks' time. So we will be sure to give you a review after that. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. And we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.